Last year, Motorola set a new benchmark in the budget category with the launch of the Moto E, and the specs were very good for the pricing it was offered at. The first generation Moto E went on to become a huge hit in markets like India, with large share of smartphones sold out in the budget segment. Now Motorola has announced the upgraded version of the Moto E with better hardware and also offers the latest stock Android experience. Hello everyone, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and this is the detailed review of the Motorola Moto E. The Moto E 2015 features a 4.5-inch QHD display and is powered by 1.2 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 quad-core processor and features 1 GB RAM and 8 GB internal storage. It also features a 5 megapixel autofocus improved camera. So let's get into the detailed review of this device. So first up, let's see the design and build quality. So design wise, the Motorola Moto E has a lot of similarities with the first generation device. The phone has a sturdy build and feels really good in the budget category. The volume and power buttons are located on the right side and have chrome finishing. The 3.5mm audio jack is on the top, while the micro USB charging slot is at the bottom. There are slight changes to the rear panel, which has a matte finish. The rear camera is 5 megapixel autofocus, but flash is still missing on this device. The rear panel as such is not removable, but you can pull open the band around the rear panel and insert the SIM card and the micro SD card. The band has a textured finish. We are impressed with the solid build quality, fit and finish offered on this budget phone. The front panel has 4.5-inch IPS display, the sensors and the front camera on the top and the 3 on-screen buttons below. Overall, the build quality of the device is impressive for a budget smartphone, and the phone comes with a water repellent coating which can protect the phone from rains. Now moving on to the display. The Motorola Moto E comes with a 4.5-inch display, which is up from 4.3 inches on the first generation model. But the display resolution is still at QHD, that's 960 by 540 pixels. The display on the Motorola Moto E is pretty good and offers good quality. The touch response is also pretty good, and there is Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection on the display. The IPS technology allows good viewing angles, and the readability is also pretty decent. While the first generation Moto E offered QHD display and probably the first to introduce in the budget segment, now the competition offers HD displays at the same price point. But overall, the display on the device is pretty good. Now moving on to the software and performance. One of the best aspects of this device is the software it offers. If you love stock Android experience, then this device will not disappoint. The phone comes with Android 5.0 Lollipop out of the box and is more or less like the stock Android with some useful apps from Motorola. With Android 5.0, there are quite a lot of animation effects in the notification center. Motorola has also included apps like Moto Migrate, Customize app, and also Protect the Phone apps, which comes handy. Powering the device is 1.2 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 quad-core processor, and the same processor which powers most of the budget Windows phone. The phone comes with 1 GB RAM and 8 GB internal storage. The storage has been increased from 4 GB on the first generation model. But one of the major issues is that you cannot install apps directly onto the SD card, which might be a deal breaker for many users. The phone does offer good performance and is responsive without any lags in the normal usage. Multitasking was also pretty good. The gaming experience on the device is also pretty decent, and it can play most of the games available. The phone comes with 8 GB internal storage, out of which around 4.5 GB is available to the user on the first boot. The call quality on the device was good. And the speaker quality was just average. We did not have any issues with dropped calls or signal issues. Now moving on to the camera. Motorola has improved the camera on the second generation Moto E by providing an autofocus unit to the 5 megapixel rear camera. The rear camera still lacks a flash. Motorola has also added a VGA front-facing camera on the device. While there is improvement to the camera hardware, the software remains unchanged and is the same basic interface found on most of the Motorola's phones. While the interface offers basic amount of features and functions like the HDR panorama timer shots, it still lacks features like control of ISO, exposure and filters. The photos taken with 5 megapixel camera have decent clarity and color quality. But at the same time, the noise levels are also slightly higher as the camera is not able to capture a lot of details. While there is a lot of improvement over the previous version, it still is far behind the competition in terms of the overall photo quality. The macro shots also have good color quality. The phone is not really suited for low light photography, but manages decent photos with adequate lighting. The lack of flash is also another deal breaker for many users. The phone supports video recording in 480p, which is same as that offered on the first generation. The 480p video sample is disappointing, and also the competition offers 1080p even in the budget category. Now moving on to the battery life. The battery capacity on the second generation Moto E has been increased to 2390 mAh, and the battery performance is pretty good. you can get a day of usage from the battery on the Motorola Moto E with Android Lollipop. We tested the battery with 3G SIM card and running few social apps and also emails configured in the background. We were able to get a day of battery life with average usage, and the standby time is also pretty good. There is also a battery saver option available on the device to get more battery life on the device. Now summing up, is the Motorola Moto E worth the money? The Motorola Moto E 2015 is priced at Rs 6,999 and does make a good buy if you're looking for the latest Android 5.0 Lollipop. The Moto E 2015 is definitely a big upgrade of the first generation Moto E, which did set a benchmark in the budget category. But there are still areas where this device needs improvement, especially the camera and the display. If you're not really worried about the latest version, you can also check out the Xiaomi Redmi 2 or the Lenovo A6000. So that was a detailed review of the new Motorola Moto E. So hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, drop in a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.